Hello, lovely beings. Today we were walking somewhere and people um, talked to us and they were like, hey, how did you meet? And then we were like, yeah, somewhere in a community in Portugal where it ended up being in a cult. And they were like, oh, that's a good story for for a book. And we were like, they were like, oh, we don't know people that went to a cult. I was like, yeah, before when going actually to one, I also didn't know anyone going to one. But yeah, we didn't go to one. We thought like it was just like very inspiring, beautiful people from all over the world. But then they got more rules, and then you had to wear the kaftans every day. And then if you didn't abide by the rules, they were like, yeah, then you can just go and all sorts of things. And then we found out with someone that was there before told me like all the same things. Well, I thought like, oh, maybe they're just figuring out and they just started, maybe they need to know how to do it. And that person said like this and this and this, and they're like, oh, they're doing this the same things every year. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then he said, yeah, watch the video on YouTube how to be a cult leader. And we watched that and we looked at each other and were like, oh shit, we were in one. Because they say like first they all like do love bombing you, and then they're like more and more manipulating you. So like at one point you think like, is it me or is it them? Like something is like is strange here, and they really try to break your like your mentally. And even if you say something like someone says something really rude and you say something bad, and then you're reacting, and then they say you're the one with trauma, and then you're like, your first initial reaction was very rude, but they don't see that. And they were like, oh, everybody's healing. No, they were just rude, obnoxious, manipulative people. But because you are so nice and you think everybody's nice, you know, in the beginning you don't see that. So in the beginning you think like, this is a bit strange, until there's more red flags. So, but I'm lucky that we found out, and that we got away. But I needed to go there because at least I found my partner there, and I also met other amazing people that also left. Huh? There's a reason for that. So they also left, but we have like, that is like a lot of like soul family souls right now. So it's really, really, really awesome people that we know all over the whole world. So, and we still have that dream to make a community at one point, and that is still our dream. But yeah, at least have each our own house, because that at that moment we had all tents and we had to do everything together. So, yeah, so we still have that dream, and I still have that dream that I want like have like a community, but also a healing center from people from outside also coming and schooling and all sorts of things. So that is still a dream of me. So like they said, there's a reason you have that dream. So the dream is coming into fruition at one point. So we'll see when. So. Yeah, but it also made me aware of the things that I do want, um, and to want differently. And I really want to have like freedom. Like the freedom is the most important thing that that I was missing there. And I really just took my freedom. We were doing everything what we wanted, but it was quite clear that they didn't like that. But this is like, you need to have your freedom. Like otherwise you're stuck in another matrix. You go in out of one and then you go into another one. So you need your freedom. But everybody has freedom is differently, of course. So you need to find what makes you exciting and what makes you free. And for me, it's really about like having that I'm free to do what I want in a day. So I really like that. So having that freedom. So yeah, and I mostly have that like some things planned, like healings or yoga. So those things I've planned, and for the rest, most of the times, like it can be fluid. So I really like that. And I will put this close because the people out there are shouting too much. That is when you get in, like when you live in Spain, people are shouting. Shouting, they don't just talk, and they shout. But that is like something that we got used to. So being in a cult also taught me a lot. I learned a lot from that as well, to really follow even more my own heart and my own intuition, and let nobody else say you what needs to be, what they put up on you, what they think is the truth. And that is like, it's like this freedom to have your own truth and having your own perspective, and other people have their own other perspective, but you can still live next to each other. You can still have compassion and love and all of that. So that's and I met amazing people, and my partner is also amazing, and I needed to go to that cult to meet him there. So, but he found out already before me that it's like something was fishy. But he was like, "Yeah, I will tell her. I will. She has too much fun yet." So I was like giving yoga to the children and cooking and making juices and making video. We started making videos together. So we're like having so much fun, even though there were some things happening that were not so good. But I'm still grateful for the opportunity. But I still, if I can help people not to go there, yeah, so I will. And if people want to go away there and they have trouble, then I also will help them. So, but I'm here anyway to help anybody who has anything. And that is also why you can just message me if you need a healing. I do energetic ankh healings, and I zap away all sorts of things like emotional blockages for this life and past lives. And we have so much baggage with us, and people are not aware of it. So I'm really grateful that I can be a conduit that takes away that. And my mom does the same, and I saw her transformation while doing the course. So I was like, yeah, I do need to do that. And I come from a place called Heal. So yeah, born to heal. And in heal and to heal. And so I'm really really, that is my mission, to help as many people as possible, and to who needs help, and who also I also give yoga, Kundalini yoga. I love Kundalini yoga. So it gave me so much. It's like for the first time I felt my own energy, and I also love working out with my body. I always loved sports, always. And now I still do a lot of exercising and stretching, and I love yoga, and I love meditating as well. So I really love sharing that. So next Saturday, you have again the opportunity to do a live yoga with me. And you can also message underneath this video if you want to go in my yoga with Janneke, a group, a Facebook group. And it's like, you can tell like you want to join the group, and I'll send you an invite, or I'll send the link of the group underneath my video. That's also possible. So and there are, in that group, there's a lot of old sets that I gave, yoga sets and meditations, and a lot of them. So you can just always do them whenever you feel like it. But I also have live classes from next Saturday again. 11 o'clock Central European time, so Amsterdam time, if you want to know what your time zone is. And Sunday I have again yoga for children all over the world, and from the most amazing container. It's called Magic School, and that is for kids and teens, so from children like until 18, but also from very young. And they have all sorts of amazing classes. And one of the class was with like having your own wand, like your own magical wand, so like a Harry Potter kind of magic school. People giving information, webinars about chakras and food, and I am gonna give yoga there. So so we'll just have fun and yoga, and at the end, the meditation, and I'll make some music myself. So in between, I have a tongue drum. So just know that you have the opportunity to do yoga with me on a live class next Saturday. And this Sunday I have yoga again for children. And that is at 2 p.m. Central European time, Sunday. So that's tomorrow. And then have another one in 2 weeks. So, and I will also put a link underneath here to sign up for the Magic School. So, so really a lot of awesome classes, and more volunteers coming to give those amazing classes. So it will only get better and better. So, wishing you a lot of freedom in your life, and to live the life you want to live, and to feel that you are free, because that is what you're supposed to feel. And that's like the people that we met today also, they were like, oh, you have such a cool name. It's like Hellbreaker. It's like, that's cool. So in Dutch it's Hellebrekers, but in English it's like Hellbreaker. And that sounds cool. I said like, yeah, that's my real surname. And they were like, oh, so cool. And but it's like funny. That's like my name is like tied with my purpose, to feel myself like I want to be as happy, healthy, and free as possible, and help others to find that for themselves as well. So if I can in any way be of service for you in that way, you can check my website, Miss Hellbreaker. That's why, because I have such an awesome name, better use it. So misshellbreaker.com, that's my website. And it's also in the big link in bio, so you can find me. And I also do a lot of videos on any platform, and a lot of videos I do in all the platforms. I've said on TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever I can say my message, because I get like really excited and inspired by sharing my message, because I think it's important that people feel good and are healthy and feel good inside themselves, because I really feel the difference immediately if I eat differently. I have more sluggish, I get a headache, I'm tired, and when I'm eating like just mostly fruits, I'm like even more exciting and happy and joy. So it's like I see the difference, and I want everybody to be like healthy and happy, and living their life how they really want it. So it was a bit longer than I thought, but I hope that you got something from this video. And and I liked doing it. So wishing you lots of love, and then have a nice day. Bye bye.